I'm sure at this point you know people who keep on growing effortlessly in life. They're always moving forward regardless of what life throws at them. And then there are those who are somehow frozen in their place, years after years stuck in the same struggle. This all comes down to one thing, and that is your mindset. The way you look at challenges, failures, and success determines the kind of life you're going to live. Some people see failure as an obstacle that stops them from growing, so that they start blaming the whole world and other people around them. Other people see it as an opportunity to grow, to become a better person. Instead of protecting their ego, they start using failure as an opportunity to get better. You'd be surprised how much fear and ego decide the way we look at failure. And here's the biggest difference. A person with a fixed mindset is always afraid of change. They cling to the past, they are stuck in the past, and they keep on talking about how good the old days were. Whereas a person with a growth mindset is always adapting, living in the present, and looking forward to the future. In today's video, I'm going to break down the key differences between these two types of people, so that in the end of it, you will know exactly where you stand on, and most importantly, how to shift to a mindset that guarantees your growth. So ask yourself, what does failure mean to you? At its core, failure is when an outcome doesn't meet your expectations. But here's how your mindset plays a huge role. A person with a fixed mindset thinks that failure is a proof that they are not good enough, so they stop trying. Whereas a person with a growth mindset understands that failure is a part of learning and that every mistake is a lesson so that they can get better. And the same applies to learning in general. So a person with a fixed mindset doesn't want to learn new things because they think it's too hard or unnecessary. Whereas a person with a growth mindset understands that knowledge and skill development are the real keys to success. How do you see challenges? Do you see challenges as proof that something isn't meant for you? If that's the case, then you're truly mistaken. Because a person with a fixed mindset avoids change. They are always afraid to take action because they are afraid of uncertainty. Whereas a person with a growth mindset knows that change is a part of the process, and they know that action always beats fear. What about your attitude towards effort? I personally used to believe that if I'm putting a lot of effort in something, it simply means that it wasn't meant for me, or maybe I'm lacking the talent. So a person with a fixed mindset avoids effort, and they always complain about how unfair life is. Rather than a person with a growth mindset, they never complain. They take responsibility, and they use effort as fuel for improvement. Now imagine 10 years from now. All the struggles, all the effort that you've been avoiding, maybe they are trying to shape the person that you're trying to become. Wouldn't that be a regret worth avoiding? How do you handle criticism? Do you see it as a tool for improvement, or do you see it as proof that you're not good enough? A person with a fixed mindset gets defensive and avoids feedbacks, whereas a person with a growth mindset understands that feedback and criticism are tools for his improvement. So I can give you an example for this one. Let's say you have a coach training an athlete. So the coach starts pointing out the weaknesses of this athlete, not because he wants to discourage him, but he wants to point him what he has to work on. Here's another question. How do you view other people's success? Do you take it as a competition to yourself? Or deep down you know how much hard work, effort, and persistence it takes? A person with a fixed mindset thinks that rich and successful people are evil, and that success is only meant for the lucky ones. Whereas a person with a growth mindset helps others succeed because he understands how much hard work it takes to achieve that success. I always say that winners recognize winners, and here's an example for it. Let's say you're going to the gym 6 times a week or 5 times a week, whatever, and then you meet someone on the street who has a great physique, who is in a great shape. You understand how hard this person is working to maintain that physique. You understand how disciplined he is towards his diet, towards his nutrition, and how strict he is towards his workout plan. Because you've been there, you've done that. But a person who has never been through those mental barriers, mental resistances, doesn't understand the effort or the consistency it takes to achieve those physical goals. Look, as I always say in the end of every video, the choice is always yours, and it's always gonna be that way. Because at the end of the day, your mindset isn't something that you are born with, it's something that you build. Every setback, every failure, every success is shaping the way you think. So are you shaping it into something that helps you grow? As a conclusion, the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset is very simple. One sees limits, the other sees opportunities. One is afraid of failure, the other embraces failure. One stays in the same habits, the other cuts bad habits in order to grow. So the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, Am I choosing to grow or am I choosing to stay the same? Because the truth is, we're always making a choice, even if we don't realize it. But if you've made it this far, it means you're on the right path towards personal growth. But don't stop here. Keep on pushing yourself, keep on improving yourself, and build a better future. Thank you for watching.